us. Earth, us.
Venkappa and Agadi, College of Engineering and Technology, Lakshmeshwar. So we are doing a presentation on the topic 4 orders of nature. So the team members and the team meetings consist of myself, Vikram, and other teammates are Omkar, Ranjita, and Vijay. So the contents of the 4 orders of nature are, so we have some slides which consist of the following: introduction slide, and the other slide need to understand the 4 orders of nature. That is the necessary things we need to understand about the 4 orders of nature. And we have contents of the 4 orders of nature. So the first introduction slide and the next slide comes need to understand the 4 orders of nature, which are the things to be needed for the understanding of the orders of nature. And we have the 4 orders and the details. First order, that is material order, and the details about it. Second order, that is bio order, and the details about it. Next, third order, that is animal order, and the details about it. Next, the fourth order is human order, and the details about it. And we have relationships between the 4 orders and problems with ignoring natural orders. So we have that things to be taken and images related to it. And we have done a case study on the sustainable living in Arun in India. And we have lastly summarized all the details in the summary slide. Next, introduction. What is existence? So existence is nothing but units plus space. So what is an unit? Units are the things that are active. They have activities going on within them. For example, humans, animals, plants, materials like water, meals, etc. Next, we have space. Space is like anything else. It does not have activity within it, but it provides a base or the background where units exist. Space itself is continuous and omnipresent, which is present everywhere. So, existence is seen as the coexistence of units and space, not just isolated objects. It's about understanding everything together in relation. Nothing exists completely alone. So, we need to understand the 4 orders. Firstly, living in harmony with nature. Understanding the interconnectedness. The first thing we need to take it down. Next, recognizing the mutual fulfillment. Next, sustainable living. And protection and enrichment. The last one is coexistence. So these are the things which need to be taken in living in harmony with nature. Next, we have some human responsibilities that we need to understand about the 4 orders of nature. Firstly, responsibility towards self. That is within ourselves. The responsibility must be taken. Next thing is responsibility towards family. That is the people of us in our home, something like that. Next we have responsibility towards society. The surrounding people where we engage day-to-day life. So we need to take responsibility towards society. Next, responsibility towards nature. We are in the surrounding and environment, so we need to have the responsibility towards nature also. The last one is responsibility towards the existence. Yes, these are the things we need to understand about the 4 orders of nature.
I am Omkar and I am explaining the 4 orders of nature. So first one is material order. Material order, it represents the non-living aspects of existence. It encompasses everything in the universe that does not possess consciousness of life, but still plays a crucial role in the balance of functioning of the world. So the characteristics of material organisms: first, many non-living entities; second, no consciousness of desire; third, follows physical law; fourth, predictable and mechanical activity; fifth, foundation of layer of interdependence with living beings. So the main example of this material organism: first one, soil; second one, water; and third one is air. So the details of material law: mainly the first one, non-living entities. The material law comprises things that do not have life of consciousness. For example, they include soil, water, and air, rocks, minerals, and metals. These things exist in the interactive world, but they do not have any awareness of feelings. So, second one is no consciousness or desire. Material organic entities function purely through physical processes. They don't have the ability to think, plan, or express desires. Their actions are based solely on nature laws, such as gravity, chemical reactions, and temperature changes. So the third follows physical and chemical laws. Entities in the material world are governed by nature laws that control their behavior. Physics: forces like gravity and electromagnetic forces govern their movement and interactions. So next, chemistry: chemical reactions like oxidation dictate how these behaviors change form. For example, iron turning into rust. Second one, bio refers to living, conscious, and active entities in the universe. It includes all living organisms that possess life, such as plants, animals, and humans. Unlike material organisms, which consists of non-living things, the bioorganism is characterized by life, consciousness, and biological activity. So the main characteristics of second order bioorganism is: first one is living and conscious entities; second one is possession of life; third one is growth and reproduction; and last one is consciousness and sensitivity. So the main example for this is plants and animals, which have life and consciousness. So the details of bioorganism: it maintains oxygen levels in the atmosphere through photosynthesis. Second, forms the base of reproduction, produces the ecological pyramid. It ensures sustainability and ecological balance. Fourth one, supports life on Earth by producing biomass and maintaining temperature or humidity. So example of natural harmony: grows and gives without harming others. Next, encourages sensitivity and respect towards planet. Next, promotes sustainable practices like tree planting, organic farming, and conservation. Highlights human responsibility to protect and nurture their body. Reminds us that plants fulfill their role in nature without conflict or greed, serving as modes of coexistence. Next one, the plant or bioorganism is essential for sustaining life on Earth, and it shows harmony with nature as it functions smoothly and selflessly.
The animal or conscious living beings such as mammals, birds, fish, and insects. And another organism that are conscious to a certain degree but lack of self-awareness and reasoning mechanisms. Characteristics of animals: ethical treatment, habitat protection, and learning from the nature. Ethical treatment: since animals lack reasoning, humans must responsibly treating the animals with care, avoiding cruelty. Habitat protection: urbanization and pollution often destroy animal habitats. Protecting these ensures coexistence. Learning from the nature: through animals do not have value, their natural balance with ecosystem teaches human about harmony.
I am Jendra and I am about to talk about the fourth order of the nature, which is Dhyanamasta, means human order. Human order refers to the human beings who have life, consciousness, self-awareness, and the ability to learn, reason, and live by the values. They are responsible for ensuring harmony in nature and society through right understanding. So these are the characteristics belonging to the human order: presence of life and consciousness, self-awareness and reflective thinking, value-based living, assuming the values, ability to learn and respect, free will and decision making, complex needs like physical, emotional, intellectual and spiritual, proposal and goal-oriented behavior. Example, human beings. So here are the details of the human. Understanding their own purpose and potential, lives in harmony with themselves, others, society and peers, assumes universal human values, which is trust, respect, compassion and etc. So builds prosperous and fearless societies. It builds the prosperous and fearless societies, establish harmony at all levels. It may be at self, family, society as well as creating a system based on justice, sustainability, mutual happiness and survival is universal ethics. So shift from the animal consciousness, living for survival sensation, to human consciousness, which is living with purpose and understanding. Humans are the only beings that are capable of understanding, assuming the values and living accordingly. Now we will discuss about the relation of all the four orders. So these are basically on the lower to higher level. First, it comes material order. Second, it comes plant order, which is vegetable science. Then third, it comes animal order. Then so in any material orders, the order supports all the orders. Then it is used by planning, animal as well as humans. Then comes plant, which includes plants supported by the material order, and animal, it supports the human and human orders. So at the time we can know that these all are interconnected. Animal order supports human order and used by material order and plant order. And the human order includes all these lower cases orders. What happens if we ignore any one of the orders? So first, ignoring the material order, soil, water, air, increase. So consequences have environmental degradation, environmental pollution, deforestation efforts, then soil erosion, desertification, then water crisis management. Then ignoring the plant orders, which is plants and vegetables. Loss of biodiversity can happen, climate change, food insecurity, which example, which Amazon rainforest deforestation contributes to both biodiversity loss and global warming. So, to the next, ignoring the animal order, what happens? Extinction of species, which are the rare species, can be extinct. Disrupted food chains, animal cruelty. For example, the regular extinction of bees from pesticide use threatens food production to reduce pollination, which may dry out everything on the earth. Next, ignoring the human orders. Consequences, mental understanding, broken families and societies, materialism and overconsumption. Example, rising rates of depression and anxiety, even in economically advanced societies, reflect a crisis of healing and disconnection from natural